I think I can be too. Mr. Clancy, how are you? James said something fell on one of them and broke them. He forgot it.
Good evening, citizens of Louisburg Town Council, and welcome to our April meeting for the Louisburg Town Council. And before I begin, if there's any citizen that wish to speak during our public comment section, your sign-up sheet is here. Please come and sign up if you wish to speak during public comment. Okay, and we can begin by having, just a moment. We can begin by having the roll call by the, just wait till we get to that time.
Mayor Neal,
Here,
Councilman Stover,
Here.
Councilwoman Woods, Councilwoman Stein,
Here.
Councilwoman Wright,
Here.
Councilwoman Baker, Councilman Clancy.
Here.
okay, and Councilwoman Wright, could you lead us in our invitation, please?
If you are able. Lord, once again, we come to you thanking you for another day. Thank you, Lord, for those that have assembled this evening to be about the town's business. Thank you, Lord, for bringing us out. Thank you for those that wanted to come, but for some reason they could not be here. Lord, give us a willing mind to go on to help the town to put things in perspective of what needs to be done first. Lord, just go with us, be with us during this meeting, and let us do things decently and in order. These and other blessings I ask in your most precious and holy name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, item number 4, a motion to adopt the agenda.
I would like to make an amendment to the agenda. Number 9, I would like this table to that policy. I think there are quite a few problems with it as presented. And I'd like to have an opportunity to meet with Sean and the HR people and lend my expertise, since I have served as an MRO and was actively involved in drug treatment for the last 15 years, my practice. But the policy as it is presented right now, I'd vote against it. So I move that we table that until next meeting. And in replace of it, I'd like to have a discussion about a community pool in Franklin County. And I have a resolution that I've proposed that's been handed out, and I'd like to discuss that.
Okay. Is that a motion?
It's a motion.
Okay, could I get a second?
Second motion.
It's been moved and properly second that we amend the agenda for item number 9, in which we would postpone the amendment to personnel policy to the next meeting, and then in its place, add a resolution by the town council of Louisburg, North Carolina, recommending for a discussion for recommending a public pool assessment for Franklin County. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? So, thank you. Now, get a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
It's been moved and properly second that we adopt the agenda for this evening with the amendments. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Item number 5, the approval of the minutes for March 11, 2025, our regular town council meeting. No questions relating to the minutes. Could I get a motion to approve?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we approve the minutes for our March 11, 2025 regular town hall meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Item number 6. This is the section where we have public comments. This is the time where you can come forward for 3 minutes to discuss anything that you would like to bring forth to the council. And we have Miss Beverly Kegley. You can come forward, Miss Kegley. State your name and address, please.
Beverly Kegley, 120 Jolly Street, Louisburg, North Carolina. Sorry, I jumped ahead a little while ago. We're on the agenda a couple of times, so I guess are on the agenda as well. So I guess it just will show you that we are very, very busy at the Interfaith Council. But I wanted to mention to you tonight and ask you to please be watching. You're going to be seeing more about it. On the 26th of April, we will be the Interfaith Council and the churches that we work with this particular program is led by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We'll be doing projects all over Louisburg during what is called Global Youth Service Day. This is a worldwide program. This will be our first year participating in it. We hope next year that it will be bigger and we will get more projects done. But please support it, be aware of it. It is Saturday, the 26th of April. Part of it will be down on South Main Street. We'll be doing projects at St. Matthias. And it is mainly with young people. We have over 75 signed up right now. So please come, say hello, introduce yourself, support these kids. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Item number 7, report from the EDC.
everyone's doing well. The EDC committee met yesterday evening and had a variety of topics. We discussed, once again, the need for a grant writer on staff and an EDC consultant, someone to help to do that. Councilman Stover told us that budget negotiations and discussions have just started, and so that will be probably part of the discussion. So we wait to hear what's going on with that. We found out that a grant had been applied for and awarded, that the town will be receiving 100 bicycle helmets. It was the suggestion of the group that possibly coordinating, I found out tonight it's not through Parks and Rec, but through Mr. Satterwhite, but coordinate maybe a national night out with the police and have a bike rodeo or something, combine some efforts. It was also brought up that there would be kids in the community that would possibly need bikes. And so we had a discussion of different ways, possibly having bicycle drives and able to get them repaired and set up ready to give away at that point. So that's our suggestion, kind of coordinate those events and move forward with that. We talked about the different events that have been happening. The B1 committee had an art, or not, excuse me, not the art crawl, that's something else. There was an egg hunt in town Saturday that was very well attended. The goal is to bring more people to the downtown area. And I understand that on the 19th, there will be an art crawl that I can't remember the exact name of the group that's putting that forward, but there's the art crawl. We also discussed the website and the need to get a web designer. It's not just me, but it was suggested that the town get someone to come in and develop that site. It started several years ago, but there's a lot of outdated information. There's the breast cancer awareness program from October of 22. There's also information about kitchen sink, which is how to add things to the website. There are pages not found and links forward. It's not believed that a web designer would be that costly. It might be worth putting out a request for proposal and to get an exact idea of what people could do and what would be available for the town to consider. But that is how, if you do not live in Franklin County, if you're in some other place, you're looking to move here, you want to see what's going on, you really can't. It's rather foolish, and we're not foolish, so we need to up our game with that. Let's see, what else? And that was about it. I know we didn't discuss it, but at the last meeting Andrea mentioned the trash pickup, and I'm wondering where we are with that. So, because I believe it's the end of this month was the time when the town, or not the town, but the state DOT is doing that.
It was on the town website, it's the 12th through the 26th.
And the coordination for that of other people, have you reached out to get teams together?
I have.
Okay. Very good. Thank you very much, because I've been asked about it
And no one has contacted me. So, I mean, it says on the town Facebook page, I believe Mr. Brown posted it a few weeks ago regarding coordinating it, and I reached out to Andrea regarding it also, so.
Okay. Yeah. Will do. I'll pass that on to the folks who asked me.
Thank you.
Maybe we need to boost that post.
I think that would be a good idea. Unless you click on it constantly, it gets lost.
I don't have access to that, so.
So
That's an easy and thing.
it's an easy fix. So that's about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'll be leaving.
Is it too late to get that in the utility bills?
Yeah, I asked for that to be put in last month, so it would be in this, but I don't think people have received their utility bills yet. I know I haven't. I'm unsure.
Okay. Okay, item number 8, discussion of journey to home ownership. Ms. Kegley.
Thank you for allowing us this time on the agenda to present about this project that we've been talking about for a while. When we were talking, and we were at South Main Street Baptist Church talking about the need for affordable housing here in the county, and we talked with the developer in the town, and a lot of people were there. And one of the things that was discussed was programs for people, especially those living in homelessness or facing homelessness, to have some training and some education and just some support in getting their finances in order so they could put together a budget, so they could go to a lender, and, you know, all these kind of things, and how important that is. Well, we've been working on it, and we do have a set of classes, series of classes set up at the Interfaith Council building on Jolly Street. And one of our longtime educators here in Franklin County will be leading the program for the Franklin County Interfaith Council. So rather than you having to listen to me again, I'm going to introduce Lorraine Jones. She's not a stranger to anybody here, but she will talk about this program. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you, Mayor Neal and the Louisburg Town Council for granting me this opportunity to present tonight. Currently, I am the chair of the Education in Schools under the Hope Division of the Franklin County Interfaith Council. We are pleased to offer this course of self-reliance, personal finance in partnership with the Church of Latter-day Saints in Louisburg at our office located on 113 Jolly Street, starting on April 15th from 7 to 9 for 12 weeks. Many of the people who that we serve are facing eviction or living in unsheltered, in financial, I'm sorry, let me get it closer up so I can see it, sorry about that. Financial and credit issues are only two of the two contributing factors. With the coming of the new community on Ridley Street, these classes could help possible homeowners achieve their goal. We would like to take these individual classes to encourage the people to enroll in these free life skill resources available to our community. We also welcome churches, civic groups, and interested citizens to contact us to sign up for these courses. Again, thank you, and thank you to our partners with the Church of Latter-day Saints in providing this resource to our community. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Kegley. Ms. Jones. Okay. All right. Item number 9, the resolution. Dr. Stowe.
I think most of us are aware there's quite a lot of discussion right now about the need for a community pool in Franklin County. There's been a lot of talk on social media. The newspaper has been running some op-eds supporting it. And I think this has been a very strongly needed facility that I have been concerned about since I came here in 1983. We don't have a pool, a community pool that is open to all citizens in Franklin County. There's none. So I realize that's not something that this council can do by itself, but I thought it would be good for us to go on record. One, encouraging our county partners to move forward on this quickly. And two, offering for us to partner with them in any way we can to, if our Parks and Recreation Department could work with theirs. We are about to get a fairly large chunk of money from the county, whether or not we won't consider giving some of that money back to the county, earmarked for a pool. There's a lot of different things. But anyhow, I proposed this resolution in front of you, and if you'll indulge me, I'll read it real quickly. Whereas there are currently no community pools located in Franklin County available to all citizens of Franklin County, and whereas there is a strong desire by the overwhelming majority of county residents, including most of the residents of Louisburg, to have access to a community pool. And whereas having our young people having access to training on swimming and water safety is a major factor in childhood safety, as was sadly and dramatically apparent from the recent drowning death of a 7-year-old in our Tar River. Now therefore be it resolved by the Town Council of Town of Louisburg that the Town of Louisburg Town Council strongly urges the Franklin County Board of Commissioners to quickly move forward with the establishment of a Franklin County community pool open and freely available to all county residents. That the County Parks and Recreation Department develop a comprehensive water safety and swimming education curriculum available to all county children under the age of 18. Also, that the Town of Louisburg Town Council expresses a willingness to work with the Board of Commissioners of Franklin County to establish said community pool and help in securing sufficient funding. I think that is a proposal.
Any questions, to Councilman Stover regarding this?
Sir, I have a question for you. You just stated that the town is going to receive a substantial amount of money from the county. What monies is that you're referring to?
The purchase of the property along between Johnson Street and Park.
And how much money will that be? Is
Well,
that
what
based
I've
on the
heard, we
appraisal?
haven't formally, I mean, is that something we can?
Well, what
I
is,
don't know that we should share that publicly since we're still getting,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, that's why I didn't bring up the exact amount, but it's substantial.
It's based on the appraisal of the property.
Right.
correct?
We've had appraisals and it's substantial.
Okay, so at some point.
At some point, yes, the council will be informed. See, because, before any final decision being made, we want to make sure that all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed before we, come out in a public way.
And this
Yes.
resolution does not commit us to anything. It's just saying
This is
that
non-binding.
we would be willing to work with the county in whatever way we can, right? So we're not making any decision here to commit any money. It's just saying that we work with the county on finding the funding for this.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, if not, could I get a motion to adopt this resolution? And please understand, citizens and council, as we all know, this is non-binding. This is just a resolution being made to the county, because see, there's never been anything like this before. However, there is a rising demand from the citizens for a public pool here in Franklin County. And this is one way of hoping that we can begin to push the ball forward with a joint partnership with the county, because this can only be done by the county working with its municipalities. And we are taking the first step with this non-binding resolution, hoping to create an awareness that we can move forward on this. So the motion has been made. Can I get a second? It's been moved and properly second that we adopt this non-binding resolution recommending that the Franklin County Board of Commissioners establish a community pool accessible to all residents of Franklin County. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Nay.
Okay. Okay. Item number 10, resolution adopting the updated town of Louisburg's water and wastewater system management plan. Mr. Medley.
Mayor, Town Council, thank you. First, let me clarify something. I think in last month's meeting, I said that the application was due April 7th, and it's May 7th. I believe that's the correct date, isn't it, Lee? May 7th. So I wanted to clarify because I do believe I said April 7th. But this particular resolution is adopting the updated asset management plan, which is a required state plan that we must have in order to seek funding. So I'm asking that the board make a motion to approve this resolution.
So this is just a proposal. We don't even have the funding for this.
No,
yet,
sir.
right?
We're just applying for the funding, but this is part of the steps.
And this would be coming out of the enterprise budgets.
It is, but we're actually looking for grant funds, but if there is loan funds, that would come out of the water sewer funds. Yes, sir.
Mr. Medlin, since we're going to be able to hit the deadline, which is awesome, how long will it be before we?
The fall. We won't know anything if we've been awarded anything until the fall of the year.
Okay.
Any other questions from the council? Okay, if not, let's get a motion for approval. Motion second to adopt the resolution.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we adopt the resolution to the Town of Louisburg Water and Wastewater 10-year capital improvement plan. All in favor? Aye. All opposed?
System asset management.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Item number 12.
Number 11.
I'm sorry. Yeah, number check mark by that. Resolution adopting the Town of Louisburg Water and Wastewater 10-year capital improvement plan. Mr. Medlin.
Mayor, Town Council, thank you. Again, part of the packet for us to seek funding from the state. This is a requirement that we have a 10-year capital improvement plan. And this was attached with it. You could see some of the projects that we have out there over the next 10 years. So I'm just asking for a motion to approve the resolution as provided.
From your packet, any questions for Mr. Medlin regarding this? Council? Okay. If not, could I get a motion to,
So moved.
It's been moved and properly second that we adopt the resolution for adopting the updated capital improvement plan. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Now, item number 12, resolution Green Hill Pump Station upgrade and the WTP sludge disposal. Mr. Medlin.
Mayor, Town Council, thank you. In front of you tonight is the actual resolution for us to apply for grant or loan funding related to the Green Hill Pump Station and a water treatment plant sludge disposal. As you're aware, the Green Hill Pump Station has an estimated cost of about $3.5 million. And staff has worked and looking, we send a tremendous amount of sludge down to the sewer plant. And we're looking at actually from the water plant, and we're actually looking to install a sludge disposal system there at the water plant. And it's estimated about $5 million. So I'm asking that you all approve the resolution that we could seek funding for both of these projects.
What about the sludge removal system? Where would it put the sludge?
It would be transported to an off-site location, which is what we do now. We take it from the sewer plant and transport it somewhere else. From here, it would just leave the water plant versus leaving the sewer plant.
This would be a system that would load trucks, basically.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions?
Now, okay, you're talking about the water plant at the end of Sunset.
Yes, sir.
How are those trucks going to get back and forth to that plant?
We'll work for that to happen. We'll do what we need to do if we need to make a different access or,
The only two accesses right now are either through Franklin Court or down Sunset.
right. So we'll look at one of those to see if that
I
works.
don't think the residents of either.
Well, it wouldn't be every day. This would be probably maybe quarterly. It just depends. I mean, and it wouldn't be maybe one truck or maybe two trucks in a day and that's it. No, sir.
Tom, can you elaborate on the rationale for why moving it to the water treatment plant is an improvement over the wastewater? You explained it to me
Right.
last week, but I can't remember.
So basically what happens is when we push this sludge to the sewer plant, it takes a toll on the sewer plant to some extent, but it also takes capacity. We have to dispose of it. Here, we're actually keeping our sewer plant free as we grow, and then we've actually got this, so it's pumped. So
So this replaced the pumping system and.
And it'd be local.
Truck it out.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any other questions? Not, could I get a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
So it's been moved and properly second that we adopt the resolution to apply for funding for the Green Hill Pump Station and the water treatment plant for sludge removal. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Okay,
Thank you.
okay. Item number 13, an administrative report.
Mayor,
Mr. Mettler.
Mayor, Town Council, thank you. On your sheet, you have three things. I thought of some other things that came through, so I wanted to mention those. As mentioned earlier, the sign-up sheet will now reside with Pam back here. So if people come in for public, we'd like for you to come back and sign up with Pam. We had some unprofessional behavior at the last meeting, and we want to rectify that. So we're asking that everyone come and see Pam. Also, at last month's meeting, there was a discussion about swings. There were some additional parts that were needed, so we'll actually get those installed over the next week or so. Accruals at the fire department have been completed. We're now working on the police accruals, so we'll get that taken care of. Renovations continue at 124 North Main. If you have not been by there, please ride by there and look at it. It looks really good. Saturday, they were out working when I stopped and talked with them, and it looks really good. I'm excited about that project. Town Hall will be closed Friday, April the 18th, in observance of Good Friday. One of my final talks will be the audit update. We actually, as they told us, we would have an audit to you by the end of March. Today is April the 8th, and you don't have one. We are working on two issues that we're trying to rectify that I asked for them to clean up. One of those are fixed assets. We have a lot of old fixed assets, and we want to get this stuff off our books so that we know what we have and what we don't have. We can clean it up and delete it. And I asked for that, so they're working on that for me and asking me questions. So I'm providing that information to them. And then the last thing is AR. For several years, we've had some issues with AR as far as the two systems that we use don't work. We've actually come to a resolution, so now I'm working on that resolution to get that. So you should have something in the near future, and I apologize for that. But I figured we'd go ahead and clean it up while we were here versus trying to keep cleaning stuff up. We just do it while we're in this audit process. And then
Talking about both audits or
just the one, because they'll, as soon as we get this done, then the next one will flow.
Do the one that gets-
Yeah, very, very, very smooth. I have that, and I think that's about all I have, sir.
Mr. Medlin, I will say I've had more.
I'm sorry. Jennifer has worked hard since she's been here, and we did not get these in the packet until I didn't get those in the packet. But here's some financial statements, give you an idea of what you have.
That isn't even what I was gonna say.
Okay, well,
Okay,
yeah.
Well,
I'll take it.
Yeah,
you had been asking
No,
about it
I-
prior to meeting,
Yeah.
and we wanted to make sure that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm hot diggity on it.
So any questions with these, feel free to call me. You can call Jennifer as well, but she may come to see me or whatever. But at the very top, you'll note, there's a note that says these numbers will change daily. We're working daily, so everything's going to continue to change. So we'll update and keep it going. So
What I was gonna comment is, I have had more people stop me and comment regarding the gas station. Everyone is very excited
it looks good.
about that project.
Looks good.
And I want to commend our new finance director. She has came and she's dove into it head first, and to help us get through this this period in time. And I must say, her experience and working in her previous job has been a tremendous asset that has shown itself almost immediately in helping us move forward to get these reports out and to clear up the audits there.
Breath of fresh air.
Yes.
Good staff is everything.
That's right.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say thank you, but I also wanted to say that everyone has been very welcoming, and it seems like that y'all have a really good team here, so I'm really glad to be here. I appreciate it. Everyone's been very helpful.
Thank you.
Okay. Item number 14, the mayor's report. As usual, again, each month I do deliver boxes to the seniors, and gives me an opportunity to get out in the community and talk with our seniors and find out what's on their mind. And right now, I must say that there is a very, very deep concern among our citizens, senior citizens, as it relates to their Social Security. So that's an issue that is prevalent out here in the community as well, as I deliver these boxes. I also had a conversation with the representative from HUD that administers the funding for Depot Hill. She called and we talked about, they have streamlined the process in which we could much quicker and easily get our approved funding that we have in place for Depot Hill. She gave me all of the contact information, and just simply call them whenever we have questions, and whenever we have any of these expenses to be released, just let them know, and they could release those funds to us when we have a need for it. So I was glad to hear that as well. So that is to the extent of my report for the month of March. Okay. Item number 15, the police report. Chief Lee.
I'm gonna be pretty quick. In our training summary, I want to recognize Detective Elliot Coker for completing the second class of the FBI Lee Trilogy. And I want to touch on, you'll see it in your packet, the DOT has given us a drawing of where they're going to be placing a quick curb median on Bickett Boulevard right in front of Sandalwood. This median will prevent left turns from southbound traffic onto Sandalwood, and it'll also prevent traffic going straight across from the Sheetz parking lot onto Sandalwood. We have a lot of vehicle collisions in that intersection, so this will cut that down. You will still be able to turn left into the Sheetz parking lot going northbound, but the more dangerous that we have seen of the turns is the left turn southbound onto Sandalwood. And DOT is going to pay for all of this. There will be no expense to the town.
Did they say also they can install something like that?
I believe we're gonna let them know that everything is good to go on our end, and it should be relatively short time frame, I believe.
I saw in your report that we had one vehicle chase.
We did have a pursuit. It was with a convicted felon. We got a stolen handgun.
What is our policy on that? Do we have a policy?
We do have a policy. The policy is, I don't want to say loose, but it's not as strict as no chasing. We have found that no chase policies lead to a lot of vehicles fleeing. Nobody wants to stop for the police if they know that you can't chase them. The policy is placed in the hands of the supervisors that are on duty. It takes into account weather conditions, traffic conditions, speeds, locations, and the sergeants and the supervisors on duty can cancel a chase at any point.
So it's a flexible.
It is very flexible policy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Lincoln. Number 16, our fire report.
Good evening, Mayor, Town Council.
Good evening.
Due department news with Louisburg is that, in the wake of the tragedy that happened with a 7-year-old, drowning in the Charter River, we've been proactive and we have decided to start a swiftwater rescue team in the county. So what we have done, we have met with a few businesses, and Powell's being one of them in Louisburg, that has donated $4,000 to this project. The project is going to cost about $45,000 to get it up and running with 8 personnel, and we will be hosting classes here. Once we get the funding for this and get the equipment, we'll be hosting classes, and we're going to open it up to other county departments to come join the team. We have a meeting, we had a meeting set for today, but that ended up getting canceled to meet with a few more businesses in the county, but we're gonna have a meeting in June for that at Powell's to see if we can get some more funding and meet our goal for that. Personnel wise, we have hired a full-time person off of our part-time list that would help with the overtime issues we have. We still have 2 vacant full-time vacancies right now that we are working through some HR issues with the renaming, reclassification of some titles. And then once that is resolved, we're going to start the process of looking for somebody for the full-time positions. Budget-wise and equipment issues that I found since I started a month ago is we've done hose testing the first week I was here, and about 1,200 feet of hose failed test. I was informed that the hose failed last year, but it was put back on the truck, and I spoke with Sean about this issue and some turnout gear issues that we have, and he has approved us to buy the hose for this truck and the turnout gear. And we're in the process of doing that now. But other than that, that's all I have for the fire department right now.
Okay, you said the new department, you said soft water?
Swiftwater.
Swiftwater.
Yes, sir.
Okay, explain that.
So what it is you consider the Tar River a swiftwater. It's a moving water. We don't have the necessary equipment to operate and rescue someone out of a swift water like we do a static pond. We don't have, we do have a few personnel that have taken classes over the years that have some knowledge with it. We don't have the trained personnel to actually do this efficiently. So when this happened a few weeks back, we got to throwing our heads together and trying to decide, hey, maybe we should start this in Louisburg. We're right here on the Tar River, right in the center of the county. So we decided to try to reach out to people and see if we could get donations. We done research on the equipment, what it would cost to get the basic equipment to perform this without having to call resources in and wait on them. We can go ahead and try to perform a rescue while they're on the way.
What is some of the equipment?
No, sir. We have a dive team in Youngsville, but they do not provide swiftwater rescue.
I believe we had a call on Rocky Mountain.
Yes, we called in Rocky Mount, we called in Wake Forest Fire Department, and there were several others here.
There's boats, I think probably monitoring equipment, maybe safety equipment like harnesses and things. That's the basics of it as far as I know. That you might remember when we had the tropical storm come through, we had a swiftwater team on standby that was parked by the park with their boats and everything.
And when you say the hose failed, I mean it's going to blow apart if you use it, or
So
it's just a leak?
it leaks pretty bad.
Yeah.
When you do a hose test on a hose, you pump it to a certain pressure and make sure it holds. Well, this had holes from one end to the other on 1,000 foot, and that fails by state standards.
That is being replaced.
Yes, sir.
So citizens can donate,
They can.
contact you,
They can.
businesses, attorneys, whomever in town.
We are working on a flyer, that should be done by tomorrow, and we're gonna be sending something out. I spoke with the ABC store today, and, she wants some information on it to possibly do some sort of fundraiser with that, bourbon, fundraiser they do, and, possibly getting some out in the, newsletters.
EDC's been talking about doing events downtown. I think this would be a wonderful thing. Fundraiser downtown.
All right. Okay, thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Thank you to all you that helped in that rescue also. I know it was more than just our team, but,
Yeah.
appreciation.
Okay, item number 17, council comments. Dr. Stover?
Thank you. As was previously mentioned, we have received this grant for helmets. We also still are in the running for a grant to do a feasibility study for a greenway from Depot Hill out to Joyner Park. What we're talking about possibly doing is having some sort of a bicycle safety rodeo where these helmets will not only be given out, but there'd be opportunities for kids to learn how to use them, learn about bicycle safety, maybe highlight our bike trail. And I've already been in contact with the bike shop that I do a lot of work with, and they are real interested in coming and helping us with this. Fortunately, right now, we don't have a bicycle shop here in Franklin County, but maybe we can do some in the future. But I'm real excited about this possibility.
Councilman Woods? Councilwoman Woods, excuse me.
I would like to thank everybody for coming. Also, I would like to say last month, my students had a chance to come to town hall and to present their projects. And you all don't know how that impacted them. They truly enjoyed it. That's all they talked about for that week was the fact that they got to come to present and meet the mayor and the council. And when we invest in our youth, these are our kids. These are Louisburg kids, and we must continue to invest in our youth, pouring into them, not taking away, but pouring into our kids because they are our future. They are our future, and we must continue to invest and pour into them. That's all I have to say.
Ms. Stein?
I was fortunate last week to take a fiscal responsibility class through the School of Government. I felt like there was a lot of good information passed along. Hopefully that benefits the town. And thank you for coming, and have a very blessed Easter next week.
Councilwoman Wright?
Councilman Wright, I've been up to the same thing every Monday. I have to work with the car tower, so I'm doing that. And just out visiting people, riding around, talking to people, seeing what they need, seeing what's coming up next. And thank you all for being here this evening.
Councilwoman Baker?
Yeah, we've touched on it a little bit before, but I want to take some time to really thank all our town employees that we can't do anything without all of you. You're what keeps things running smoothly and safely every day. So both in your daily duties and those of you that come out to our meetings to help lend your expertise to our conversations. Please know you're really appreciated. Thank you.
Councilman Clancy?
Just want to thank everyone for being here and have a happy Easter.
Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, the most exciting part of the agenda. Item number 18. Can I get a motion to adjourn? And a second. It's been moved and properly second that we adjourn, and I thank you all for coming out and come out again next month to our meeting. Thank you all.
You're gonna do all in favor? You got a
Oh,
motion?
all in favor? All opposed? Okay.